if it wasn't a thing before, it's a thing now, right? Okay. She's committed. I have an LED sign now. If you're listening, it's yellow and it says hashtag Hot Girls Healing. Okay? Because Hot Girls is healing. Um, it is your girl, Salenna Green, the host of the Hot Girls Healing podcast, and it is season 4. Yes. Okay, we're excited. We have new hair for a new season. She is lighter. Okay, my hair may not be black anymore, but I stay black. So, but my hair is lighter, and it's cute. We're having fun with it. We love it. Currently rocking a little twist out. So I found that I was not doing my twists small enough. Hair is a journey, and I love my hair, and we are always locked in real tight. Took me a little bit of time to realize that I wasn't doing my twist small enough, but I went into, my hair lady. And this is why you need get help if you need help. Actually, today we're talking about being strict. Even more, however strict you are, get more strict. Okay? It's 2026. It's time to lock in. We tightening up. Okay? But this is why you ask for help when you need it. Okay? That's a part of being more strict with yourself, locking in on those boundaries with others. And I went and I got help, and I said, Jackie, my hair lady's name. I said, Jackie, what are we doing? Hair was dry. Twists were not small enough when I was doing my twist outs. She didn't tell me that, by the way. She did tell me my hair was dry. She didn't tell me that my twists weren't small enough. I observed that. Okay. Because you can learn a lesson even when somebody's not trying to directly teach you something. But we've been more strict. So let's talk first about new season, better me. Okay, we're always elevating, we're always reflecting. I feel like I'm always trying to get better, more better. And that's not just because I'm a Virgo, because very Virgo coded, very Virgo coded. But also, I feel like it's just me as a person. Like, I want the best of the best. That means for me, that means from people in my life. And I feel like I deserve the best of the best. So, more of that, a 10 hut to giving me the best. Past update. I'm really happy with where we are right now. I want to shout out because I was doing a little bit of research. Like, I'm always trying to make sure I'm doing right by this, community that is slowly growing. My healing community, y'all. My 2 people that have been rocking with me from day one, and the community is growing. So I wanted to acknowledge. I never expected for people, people in other countries, in other continents to be listening to this podcast. But I think it's so cool that there are. Just shout out to the top, 6 or so countries where the Hot Girls Healing podcast is listened to. United States, not surprised by that. I live here. I be talking about my podcast. Most of the people who are on my podcast live in the United States, but also Singapore, United Kingdom, Pakistan, Morocco, Canada. Shout out to y'all. You know what I mean? Did not expect that. More specifically, shout out to the top cities of Seattle, whoop whoop, Kent, Washington, Council Bluffs, Iowa, Karachi, Sind. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that correctly. Des Moines, Washington, Renton, Washington, Singapore. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the cities, where Hot Girls is healing. I fully claim at this point that Hot Girls Healing is a movement. I'm telling you, in this new year, this fire horse year, we being all that we are, right? We're honoring our multitudes. We stepping into rooms fully. We're being our full selves, and they could choke if they can't swallow it, if they can't handle us. Um, and I feel like that energy, that's Hot Girls Healing energy. That is definitely what I've been feeling, and I'm on the wavelength. So shout out to everyone who is listening. Shout out to everyone. If this is your first episode that you are listening to, welcome to the healing community. And we also shake ass over here, so don't be surprised by that. It will happen. And shout out to, again, the people who've been rocking with me. I really appreciate y'all. I feel like when I first started podcasting, because this is not something that I was pursuing, from when I was a little kid, I always wanted to be a podcast. Like, no, that was not it. But I really started to feel the energy back. When I first started this, it very much felt like I was speaking to nobody, speaking to a camera. But over time, like, energy is real. So I really do feel the energy. I really do feel like, I'm talking to someone now. And so I really fuck with y'all for that. So thank you. Okay, so that's how things went. Shout out to season 3 of the Hot Girls Healing Podcast. Go back and listen to that if you haven't. Last season's episodes, I think, really set me up for this, like, ooh. Because I remember last season felt really brown to me. Like, it felt warm, gooey, brown. This season feels like dark cherry, like red, like it's a little sultry this season, y'all. It's given a little like stingy, a little sweet, So I don't know what that means. I don't know how that's gonna play out in the episodes this season, but I'm just telling you already, that's the energy that I'm feeling for season 4 of the Hot Girls Healing podcast. Okay, so I don't know what other people are gonna be on, but I know I'm gonna be on, and it's dark cherry. So, that being said, like, shit is wild out here. I do want to take a moment to say that, like, as I'm filming this, shit is wild. Like, y'all, they talking about my people during Black History Month, mind you, because I am filming this as we're on Black History Month is about to end. High key, it's Black History Month every month. And Black people are getting called hard ER at award shows, apparently. Like, that's insane. And then no one's apologizing for it. No one's censoring it out. Black people being told how to feel about it. It's absolute madness. And that is on the level of, like, the non-genocides that are happening right now, right? Because there's multiple genocides happening right now. And look, I ain't censoring it. It's free Palestine, it's free Congo, it's free Sudan, it's free Yemen, it's free all oppressed peoples, it's free Turtle Island up in this bitch. Period. So, and Black people are entitled to our feelings, and we don't have to be nice when we're being disrespected. Okay, so write that one down as needed. See, y'all I need my emotional support lip gloss. Like, this is too much. Too much. Entirely too much. But you know what? My 2 words for the year are alignment and risk. I feel like big things are happening. And I always say this because there's always some wild ass, just outlandish ass evil shit happening in the United States. But I like to remind myself in those moments that opposite and equal is always true. So just as bad as it is just as good as possible. It's happening. We can be a part of it. We can put that energy out. We can magnify that. And that is definitely what I'm trying to do, because whew, if we didn't know that we could be a part of something different, if I wasn't living every single day in like these small moments of gratitude, these moments of happiness, of connection with other people, of goodness, like just we have to know that it's possible because we have to be experiencing it. We have to be creating it. So whatever that means to you, to create goodness, to experience goodness, I encourage you to pursue that. Um, because it's alignment and risk for me. And big shit is about to be popping. Okay. Over here. Like, and I definitely encourage you to claim it for yourself. We are really in a time where anything is possible. Anything is happening out here. And so go for your dreams, go for your best case scenario, go for your highest path, your most divine, whatever it is, claim that for you and allow it to happen. Don't get scared, because I've experienced some good things happening in my life at accelerated rates, good things happening where good things never happened before, and that can be scary. So I want to remind folks, if good things are happening in your life, allow the good things to happen. Don't be the person who is blocking your blessing, because ultimately you're the only person who can. The only person who can stop me from getting what I want is me, and I'm allowed to get everything. Um, what is next? Yeah, I know I don't like to hold you for too long on these episodes where it's just me, but I am manifesting a lot right now, and I do want to acknowledge that I have a lot of fires in the fire. I want y'all to expect some things out of me and to hold me accountable to a couple of things. So I do want to have an official launch party, book party for the Self-Love Affirmations photo book that I published last year. I have been pretty low key about that because I feel like I have had so many other things happening in my life, in my family, in the world. I'm processing things, I'm creating art in other spaces. So sometimes we don't acknowledge the things and really sit in things the way that, we could, or in my opinion, we should. And so I want to be held accountable to really having a party to acknowledge that I have an idea of how I really want to highlight the artistry, the love in that book that I put into that book. Shout out to everyone who has purchased it so far. I really appreciate the stories behind, the intent behind why people have purchased it, because that is what I meant it for. People are buying it for their friend as a gift, for themselves as something that they can look through, for a family member who they know has been going through some things and they want to give them something that encourages love but doesn't come off as judgy or too like, oh, I see you going through, just something that is uplifting. And that's really what I intended for the Self-Love Affirmations photo book. I really wanted it to be an offering, because the first thing that I created, like, again, y'all, I'm a Virgo, I gave homework. The first thing I created when it came to the self-love items that I'm creating to, really further this mission that I have of self-love and relationship healing, was a self-love prompted journal. And that wasn't just because I wanted to give people an assignment. It was because journaling was something that I personally found to be so difficult. Like, the thought no one cares stopped me from writing so many times. And it was just me. Like, I'm writing, essentially for me, that's what a journal is. You're writing for yourself. But me thinking some other proverbial they didn't care was stopping me for so long. And I had all these emotional blockages to just letting things out. And journaling to a prompt really, really helped me. And so I wrote the self-love prompted journal because I wanted to do, in a way, an offering to help people with something that was very difficult for me. And after that, I really wanted to create something else. And that thing I said, I want it to be just something that is fully something you can receive. If you take the affirmation and you feel something, if you see the photo and you're inspired by a thought or, a train of thought, and you want to journal to it, that would be awesome. You want to start a conversation around it, that would be amazing. But it's really just something that I wanted to offer as a moment of reflection to other people, where you have something pretty to look at. You have a nice thought or a mantra to repeat to yourself if you choose. And it's really about just pouring into others. And so I really want to honor that. I have a whole idea of, party and like what it look like. And I just need to actually take the steps, put that together, and, hope that people come and want to celebrate with me. So healing community, hold me accountable. If you see me out in community, ask me when's that book party coming, and I'll be like, oh, scrambles. But remembers and also, follows through. So what else? I also, I did a launch and wrap party for the first time last year for season 3 of the Hot Girls Healing podcast. When I tell you, it felt like it was my birthday, but it wasn't. I don't know about you, but in my life, I've not been a part of a lot of parties that weren't my birthday, but were for me. You know what I mean? So it was I think the first time really in my life I've had a party for myself that wasn't for my birthday, and it was to launch my podcast, and it felt good. Like people came to my launch party and they came to my wrap party, and I was really happy because people don't always show up at Seattle events. If you know, you know, okay? And I know from personal experience that people do not always show up to Seattle events. So I was really happy. Shout out to any of my community that showed up to either of my launch or wrap parties for season 3. If you're listening, I appreciate you so much. You know who you are. And I welcome you to come on over for season 4. I will probably have already had the launch party by the time this episode comes out, but I will be speaking about it in these streets and on social media ahead of time. So if you're tapped in, I hope to have seen you there or to see you there. Because I'm not going to hold myself. I might put this out after. We'll see when we see, and we'll have all been there to see. What else am I trying to do? I want to do more organizing for sure. I'm working on a production, so that is taking a lot of organizing energy, and I really want to be accountable about seeing that through. So I have a lot of celebrating to do. I have a lot of being in community to do, a lot of healing in community to do, a lot of connecting with other artists, collaborating with other artists. I actually plan to put out some collaborated pieces this year. So I'm really excited to see what that looks like and the healing that is to be found there. But y'all, like, the world just feels so big and so sweet and, a little hard on the inside, like a cherry. So I am here for life. I'm here for myself. I'm here for my community. I am so excited to get more into telling my own story, to honoring my own inherent significance. Ooh, you see how I stood up straight when I said that? If you watching, I know you saw that. But if you're listening, I literally just like stood up or sat up a little straighter when I said that. But yes, I want to honor my own inherent significance more. I want to honor the time that I'm spending on this little ball floating in space with all you people. We all in it together. for better or for worse. So I want to be putting out a lot of better, and I want to encourage you to do the same. We can change everything. Everything can be different. Everything right now is so because someone willed it, and we can will what we want to will in this world, and we can have the world that we want in our lifetime. I believe it. I believe in me. I believe in you. To another season of the Hot Girls Healing Podcast, right? Yeah. I'm gonna leave it there. That feels good. So I am Salenna Green. I'm your host. I hope to see you out in community. I hope to be hosting your events in community. So hit me up. Salenna Green on social media. Look up the Hot Girls Healing Podcast with Salenna Green, and I'll see you out in community. Bye.
Since I know you're tired, since I know you're stressed, you were always favored, and you were always blessed. It's all about that. Hot girls healing. We doing it our way. Hot girls healing. We better day by day. Hot girls healing. We doing it our way. Hot girls healing. And it goes